Yes, sir. Welcome to episode 222 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, a.k.a. Ass Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. Hola. Oh, shit.
I am the RJ.
Only known as
The RJ.
And I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy, K. Harris, the gentleman.
The gentleman.
The everyday gentleman.
24/7.
But better known as K. Diddy.
Take that.
But best known for carrying the G.
Hey, big
G
Packer
energy,
energy. Let's go. Way to pay up
Green
on your
and gold
bet.
gang, triple
Yes,
G out in the
sir.
building. Yes,
And then we
sir.
putting it on for the YouTube. We knew you was happy when you tried it on. We saw you modeling
Bro,
this
stop
shit.
it. Bro, stop it. Never.
He even sat up a little bit to prominently display.
Stop it.
Like you gonna catch this green and gold.
See, all
I almost threw up putting this
How
shirt
about
on.
my
Man.
shoulders look?
I almost threw up putting this shirt on. I don't know how y'all wear this bull.
look good on you, fam.
No,
Look
Proudly,
good.
bro.
No, I'm good.
Be glad
I'm a man of my word.
it's a W after that G.
Hey, bro. I'm good.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I'm good.
Let's go with some housekeeping.
Okay.
Tonight show.
So-
Okay, there you go.
I was about to put my headphones in, then I realized you said housekeeping. And I was like, damn, who coming in? And I was like, oh, shit. I'm kidding. Anyways, you can find us on our social media. It's Technical File, TECK, on Instagram and the Twitter. You can also find us at www.technicalfile.com.
Wait, it's just TECK, fam?
Bro, the tech is TECK. Our tech is TECK. I said Technical File. Then leave me alone. Facebook, Technical File Podcast. You can find us on Technical File Pod over time, which is on the group. You can join in with the listeners, fans, and the fam. But do not forget, you can see our facial reactions in live and in person on the YouTube. Come see us, check us out.
Eric got his glasses off and everything for this episode. Y'all better come on to this YouTube.
He got his Halloween costume on.
Ken got on Packer stuff.
Hey,
Come on.
Y'all
Y'all need to see this. Y'all need to see this video.
Ain't nobody trying to see that. But like I say every week, man, if you guys enjoy being a part of this amazing Technical File fan, share it on when you know. Your mama, your daddy, y'all.
Somebody growling this shit?
Big wind tunnel.
I was like, what the fuck?
I was like, wait, what's
We
going
just gonna
on?
roll past that like when you hear that shit? Like ain't nobody else.
Hey, I tried to
Like,
keep it
face
professional,
and
trying to keep it going.
I was gonna type a little private message. I wasn't gonna blow up the whole spot, but
I was trying to keep it
Like
professional.
gargling this shit.
This nigga took my
Just came to I'm like, bro, we busy. We
busy.
working.
All right, but I'm a myself. But like I say every week, man, if you guys enjoy being a part of this amazing Tech File fam, I'm sure it on when you know your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your granny, baby mama, baby daddy, your husband, your wife, grandparents, whoever, wherever you're listening right now. Tap the person on the shoulder next to you, be like, yo, I'm listening to Tech File. You should listen too.
Tell me.
that didn't feel convincing to me.
Oh no, this thing. But as every week, man, make sure you guys download the Tech File. Oh shit. The motherfucking Good News Radio app. We're live on the Good News Radio app every week. From 6 to shit. From 6 to 8.
This nigga is struggling, fam. Jesus.
30. I mean, yo, hey, I say it every week. Download the shit and hop on. All right, goddamn, we gotta be fucking up. But yeah,
You can find us on the Good News Radio app. As Kim was saying, live between
Trying to
6
Oh,
and 8:30 p.m. Every Tuesday, except for this week. We're not live. You hearing a pre-recorded episode because it's ring night, baby.
Shit. Hell yeah, it is.
It's ring night. So yeah, that's where we at.
I just want that motherfucker with the big beard stand all the way over there and stare at our shit as we get our rings. Cause he ain't gonna get one before he leave.
Before you leave, where?
This league, bro.
That's a hot take. Where was this at for NBA
He ain't got
show?
one yet, bro.
he said who? Who you talking about?
James
Brother
Harden.
James.
Oh, he ain't gonna never get a ring or what?
I don't
He said,
know,
"Oh."
bro. He might fall in that category of those that they just ain't get there. He's been close, but he just
Kind of like your boy.
got it.
Kinda like
Paul.
Chris
Oh, my boy got a ring. What you talking about?
Chris Paul, fam.
Oh yeah.
Chris
He
Paul
one of them
has
too.
He has
I thought you
man
talking
rings.
I thought you talking about Melo.
Ooh.
Did nobody tell y'all why you going? Why we going there? We was cool where we was at.
Man, but they gonna
If we talk about people that's gonna finish the year out without a ring, I mean,
Melo go get his. Mark my words, Melo go get his.
If he get a buyout and come to the Bucks.
I was gonna say, he hop on the winning team.
But anyways,
He already on.
where are we at? I'm confused. What? How did we get here? Oh, we talking about rings and ring night. Recording late. Any tech foul challenges?
Oh, basketball season starting. Let us know your allegiances. So let us know who your squads. Don't be trying to switch up in the middle of the season. Let us know right now. So
I can't.
Bucks,
practice
Lakers,
preach,
whoever.
bro.
Huh?
I was gonna say
He
practice.
said Bucks
preach.
Laker was up. Man, all right, nigga.
He's saying Bucks for us, clearly,
Yeah,
and
what you
Lakers
talking
for
about?
him. Y'all
I
don't
thought
have
you said Bucks
deals.
Lakers for him, bro. He been out here flip flop homie hopping, bro.
Bro,
He was
how?
with us
Where
3
I
months
flip
ago.
flop at?
He was with us 3 months ago.
I mean, you wearing a Packers shirt now. You was wearing a Bucks shirt
That's
like
just
2
a
months
damn
ago.
bet. That's why
I
I'm
was
You know what I
watching
mean?
all the Bucks games intently. I'm just saying. You was rooting for
I
the
go to
Bucks.
Bucks game. I go to Bucks games to see teams I want to see.
You go to Bucks games.
To see teams I
No,
want to
you
see.
spent more on Wisconsin sports gear this year than any other team.
Racked up on hella championship merch.
Bro, you see me in one
Are we
shirt.
lying?
Nigga.
Are we lying?
You see me in one shirt.
Call
You
a
got
lie.
Bucks shirt.
Huh?
You got a Bucks
Call
shirt.
a lie.
I do.
You bought anything
So ain't
for
no
Lakers
lies?
this year?
I got Laker stuff already.
He hit him with
He
the.
starts
"I
He
I'm for the Bob Melo jersey. I mean, give me a second.
He start lying. He start moving and shit.
Right,
Hey,
started
what?
itching the back of his head. Ain't nothing itchy. Just
Hey, I think I got a poor connection. I'm sorry.
Tyler got hot and shit. Let me move this one.
But wherever you find podcasts, you can find us. That includes Apple Podcasts, which is trash. Google Play,
Yep.
Stitcher, SoundCloud,
Spotify,
Pandora, Amazon Music.
Amazon
music.
Yo, way off.
I feel like me and Ken was on the same.
Yeah, Tim on that boo. As always.
Our radio.
Boom, boom.
Himalaya.
Like a player.
Wooshka.
Wooshka.
Oh.
We can't mess this one up. The award-winning Good News app. Now you don't want to do it.
Hey, we both looking at each other at the start.
They both like.
Tell me shit like nah.
Hey,
nah,
bro.
bro.
All right, let's go. We got it. Let's go.
Want me to count y'all down? Y'all want to?
Yeah, go ahead, count it down.
Yeah, go ahead, count it down.
3, 2, 1.
Good news. This nigga ain't shit. Hey, I knew this nigga was setting me up. I knew he was. And that's why I sat there and just looked at his goofy ass. I was like, this nigga finna set me up. Hey, shit. Got me out here shucking and jiving, nigga.
Yeah. Sing that shit, KC.
Whew. All right.
You did good, Ken. You did good.
Thank you.
As Ken sung by himself.
Single coming soon.
Oh, good news. Yeah.
It's just like good news, just over and over.
Over. Oh, the lupus.
It's gonna be like that. What's it?
They had a laugh track behind it.
That Liberty Mutual commercial. Have y'all seen that with the DJ and they doing that Liberty, but it's over different beats.
That, yeah.
That's gonna be Cam with the good news. Anyways, we already kind of talked about this a little bit, but make sure y'all download the Good News Radio app. It is a very, very cool way to check out the show. You'll be able to use like a real radio station. Really, you go to the TGN Sports, you click on it on Tuesdays at 6 o'clock. Tech File gonna be on your radio, and then after we go off, it's gonna be another dope podcast, another dope sports podcast before us, another dope sports podcast. So it's really like sports radio in your hand. If you don't want to hear sports, you go over to the Good News, just talk side. Like, listen, we out here. It's a real radio app. So download the app, enjoy, get some new dope podcasts in your life. You need them.
Enjoy yourself.
You need them.
It's the winter time, you got to get your podcast rotation back in full circle. People will be in the crib more, stuff like that, So go ahead and get that Good News app. There's a bunch to choose from.
That's a fact, Jack.
Well, job turkeys.
Obviously, you can find us wherever you're listening right now. While there, make sure that you like, subscribe, rate, or review. 5 stars or better. It helps us, and we appreciate it.
Need all of them stars, all of them likes, all of them reviews, all of them subscribes. Subscriptions, fam. We've been podcasting for a long time already this evening. I don't know what y'all about to get in this particular bucket.
It's been rough.
We 11.
I thought I was better than how I'm starting off. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought I was all right. Obviously, I'm not.
What Charlie Murphy say? Wrong. Wrong.
Right, but no, y'all. Make sure y'all check out our NBA preview episode. A full episode, nothing but NBA talk. So make sure y'all check that out. In addition to this episode that you're listening to right now. Hence me saying we tired. We've been recording for a while, fam. But
so a lot of that NBA talk y'all looking for,
it's gonna be on that NBA preview show.
Yeah, go.
So go check that out.
Do it.
Shout out to everybody in the FanDuel League. I came through with the win at the last minute.
Congratulations, seeing you at number one.
Legit that Patriots Cowboys game going like that crazy ending paid off for me because Myers caught a 2-point conversion and it bumped me from third to first, and that's all she wrote.
Wait, Monday night don't count?
No, it's only Sunday, the early game. So the noon and the 3 o'clock slate is the only games that count for the FanDuel pool. So you already know if you won by Sunday Night Football, which I enjoy. So shout out to everybody in the pool. Shout out to my little bro Johnny. He finished in second place. It was a family affair in the top 3 this week. Shout out.
I had some injuries, but I don't know what the fuck. Though the Ravens shut Herbert being down killed me. That's what hurt me because I was nowhere close. Suddenly I shot up to third. I think I came in fourth, but Herbert. I got L on multiple fronts because of Herbert.
That's a fact because I could have came up even bigger because I had Eckler and I had Keenan Allen, and both of them just gave me 7.5. So
shout out to Baltimore and their defense because damn, bro.
For sure. But shout out to Cooper Kupp doing this thing. Per use. Shout out to
I damn near get him every week. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm telling you,
might as well. Shit.
For real.
150.
I got him on my fantasy team. He the reason why I'm 6-0 in one of my fantasy leagues.
He averaging 28 points a game?
Cooking. Yeah. At least 20. At least 20 a game.
Fam, he had 29.5 this week alone. Like just
ridiculous, yo.
I think a couple weeks ago he had like 30 something.
Yeah, he had 32.
If it weren't for CeeDee Lamb catching that game-winning touchdown, Cooper Kupp would have been the leading FanDuel player. But CeeDee Lamb was that this past week. And shout out to Jonathan Taylor. I was going to draft him, but then I was like, nah, and then I didn't. I mean,
he
won.
Took off at the end of the game, bro.
He took off.
That's what
Jonathan Taylor was moving.
All of my people started moving in the third and fourth quarter. All of a sudden, all my points start coming in. I'm like, okay.
Tim's at home like,
I was like, okay, Charles, we gonna go ahead and put y'all just not at all. And all of a sudden, I seen him get the 9 points from like 3. I'm like, okay, we moving. All right, Justin, we got a fourth quarter to go. Nope.
It was sad business. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the FanDuel League. Make sure I keep joining, keep playing. We've been not having any problems with like just people missing. Like in past years, I think by now normally it's like we bet like, hey y'all signed up, fam. Where y'all go?
Nah,
But y'all
they
been on it this year. I appreciate
Yeah,
everybody
appreciate it.
for being
And then if you hear
consistent.
this and you're not in it, let me know. If you go really commit to it, I'll open it up some more. We'll get more people in.
Yeah, and I think in the actual
More the
league
merrier.
itself, like I think we still have. Let me see.
I think it's 14 people. 14
So we
or
have like
15.
5 or 6 spots that's still open. Like if someone wanted to join the league who has not yet played, but you are committed to playing, weekly, there's still some room for you. You can just check our Linktree link and you'll see the FanDuel sign up right in there. So shout out to our top listening cities from the past week. This was one of those weeks where number one was number one strong and everything else just kind of filled in. Number one listening city from the past week, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Shout out to the hometown. Number 2, Menominee Falls, Wisconsin.
Menominee Falls. Welcome back.
Number 3,
Hello, neighbor.
North Bergen, New Jersey.
North Bergen. They never left. Welcome back.
They didn't. Y'all check out our NBA preview show too. Number 4, we got Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, welcome.
Tampa Bay.
Number 5, international city checking in, Cancun, Mexico.
Y'all listening to us on vacay? I fuck with you.
I know who that is on vacation.
I know
too.
that is. That's what I'm saying. I already know who it is.
Happy birthday, girl.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Number 6, Ashburn, Virginia.
Ashburn, Virginia. Welcome back, Ed.
Number 7, District Heights, Maryland.
District Heights.
Welcome. I don't
Welcome
think
back.
we've ever had District Heights.
I think we had them
I think they were like last week.
last week.
Like
yeah.
it was
Yeah,
like
they
they
was
are.
on there last week.
they
Welcome
knew.
back. Keep on
Well,
coming.
welcome.
Yeah,
Number 8, Houston, Texas.
H-Town.
H-Town down.
Always showing love.
Texas always come through some way, some form, some fashion, somehow.
Mhm.
Number 9, St. Louis, Missouri.
You can find me.
St. Louis.
Some St. Lunatic stuff came up on my Facebook. Like, you watch a video and then like they keep putting videos in front of you. Apparently, St. Lunatics is beefing with Nelly. Hurt
For
my
real?
heart. Yeah,
Dang.
like him and Ali been throwing shots and
What?
Dang, go what? I didn't know that.
What was the
Yeah.
one with the mask?
City Spud.
no, that was the one that was in jail.
That was-
Slow down.
Slow down. I really thought Murphy Lee was gonna be next, fam.
Murphy
I
Lee.
thought he was. He was supposed to be.
We all did.
Murphy Lee was
We
supposed
all
to be.
did.
When I heard him on that "Welcome to Atlanta" remix, I was like, "This dude is cold."
Oh,
But
it was like, yeah, he next.
who says
Yeah,
St.
not so
Louis
much.
ain't hip hop? Dirty. Where hop to was hip.
I was like, oh.
I was like, "Oh shoot, man!" Number
Midwest
10.
Swing is when he got his shit off. That was
Man,
that was
Midwest
one of my
Swing is.
Yeah.
They had the little cows in the background. Moo. Chickens was clucking. I said, y'all got people thinking the whole Midwest is just farm. I mean,
Damn near.
mostly.
Damn near.
Number 10, another international city checking in the top 10, broke the top 10. Bordeaux, France.
Bordeaux, France, welcome.
All right. Now we're going to shout out all of our international listening countries from the past week. As I say the country name, Tim will say hello back in that country's native language. So I already said 2. You already know what 2 going to be. So first up, we got Mexico.
Hola.
Mexico. Hola.
You got France.
Hello.
Did you say hello?
Oh, I'm
France.
looking at because I looked at what
Hey, I jumped, fam.
I see. That's what I was like.
That's why you gotta listen, bro.
Stay on your toes.
Send me a Pinocchio.
Stay on your toes, fam. So France,
Bonjour.
United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Hello, Governor.
Governor.
We got Belgium.
I don't know what Belgium.
I believe it's Hello. No, it's Salute. It's Salute.
Salute. It's salute.
I'm almost sure. I'm like 90% hello in Belgium. Let's see.
I thought
hello
Belgium was the aloe.
in Belgium.
I could be wrong.
Salute.
It's Luke.
Oh, salute.
Because it's Alo in German.
Okay.
Well, next, Germany.
Hello.
Alo.
A new one,
Ice.
Iceland.
Alo.
The hello to
Same
hey.
thing.
So wait, what language? So okay. And then last but not least, we have Ireland.
Did he do it?
He done did it.
Did we?
Sport fact of the week. What we got?
On this day being October 18th in 1968, U.S. athletes Tommy Smith and John Carlos were suspended by the U.S. Olympic Committee for their anti-racist Black Power salute on the medal stand. So they actually did the salute, I think, 3 days ago. And then today was their suspension, which was some bullshit.
You can't be doing shit like that. I know you won for the country, but you can't be doing shit like that because I know we're treating y'all like shit and we don't give a fuck about y'all when y'all get here. But you can't show the world that we don't give a fuck about y'all. That's what
making
that
us look bad.
Right. How you got out here looking like we racist?
Because y'all.
Tell me. Because you is.
I call him like I see him.
All right, y'all. So, topics, as I mentioned, we did an NBA recap already. So, we're going to touch on some NBA stuff here, but, we got we got some football to talk about. We got some MLB playoffs to talk about. Whatever is going on in Brooklyn. Some transactional news. And something that Roman Reigns said that was kind of interesting. So, let's go ahead and get into it. Week 6 of the NFL is not technically in the books as we record because it is Monday evening. But the games that we're going to talk about have been completed. So we're going to start in the NFC North. The Packers defeated the Bears in Chicago 24-14, which again is why Ken is wearing that beautiful, beautiful Packers shirt because he is a man of his word. And he he did his he owned up to his bet. So that is what it is. I appreciate you for following through, sir.
Oh yeah, definitely. Man of my word, even though it sickens me. Have this on. I'm man of my word out here.
So
you looking. I was gonna say you looking comfortable.
No, not at all.
It brings out your eyes.
No,
makes the
I'm
hair
straight
curl
on all
right.
that.
Like you see how the hair just lays so perfectly on the green.
Oh, bro.
And start twisting itself like magic and shit.
Bro, relax.
Makes you look cleaner.
Hey, your fingers making me uncomfortable. But Ken, I just want to know how you felt when Aaron Rodgers said, and I quote, "I've owned you all my effing life." He didn't edit himself. I own you. I still own you. After he scored a rushing touchdown in Chicago. How did you feel? Please tell us.
Inquiring minds want to know.
I'm not gonna lie, it hurts, man, because it's true, and that's what hurts the most. Is that like I don't think we're not gonna beat the Packers when he leaves. So that's hurtful to me. But it's definitely true, man. Aaron Rodgers is a terrorist, bro. Like he come to Chicago and just terrorize people, bro. Like that's ridiculous, yo.
A decade of whooping ass.
22-5 in his career against Chicago.
Hey, Aaron Rodgers is a beast, man. I gotta respect him.
I saw you tweet out during the game. You even just tweeted out just like Aaron Rodgers is cold. And I was like,
I was just like, he cold. Like, ain't nothing I can do.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was talking shit to Ken in the middle of the game.
I
sent him a voice memo to start the game off and shit. Yeah. Aaron out here moving and grooving, nigga. Yeah. Wait, but why did that end up being the reason why they end up losing the game? Because Aaron Rodgers is out here moving and grooving.
Yeah, he was. Hey, man, the thing with the Bears, bro, is that like we always find a way to like shoot ourselves in the foot a lot. Like, and this, like, and I give all credit to the Packers. Like, y'all beat the shit out of us. And I'm not one of them Bears fans that's going to be like, oh, it was the referees. It should have never been in a situation that the referees could even dictate the outcome of the game. So I'm not all them Bear fans that was on that. Like, just get off that. Like, y'all watched it. Y'all saw what was going on. Our offense is horrible, but our defense does what they do. And that's the frustrating part about it. But our offense does not have a counter for that. And it's
I did like y'all running back.
Yeah, and dude,
which is crazy because
he's
like
our third string running back, and he came out and ran for
he got fourth string, bro.
Huh?
He might be fourth string
because Cohen is still out.
Oh yeah, that's why.
So you forgot all about it.
Like we have running backs, but I don't understand why they're not opening the playbook either. I don't feel like we're not taking Like me and Tim was talking about during the game. Like my boy, y'all see, like my boy like to throw it, so let him throw it, dog.
Hey, no, that motherfucker loved that 5 throw, my guy. I'm like, good
let him throw it, bro.
Okay, to Justin Fields' credit, the first interception should not have been called. It was definitely offside. It should have been a free play, like everybody assumed it was.
Yeah, exactly.
The refs messed up there. Mm-hmm. Now the second time he just launched that mug in the end zone. I don't know who he was throwing to, what he saw, what was happening. It
should have been picked too.
That should have been interception. I think Amos was in. I just want to throw that out there as well.
Oh, when he threw that second one, I was like, Ken, he love that throw, don't he, bro?
I was like, hey, we know he can throw it.
Oh, he twisted his arm strength for nothing. Oh, damn.
Huh?
I said to the opponent.
You know how to throw it, man. But it's still it's gut wrenching, man, because like we 3-3, and like I came into the season like with such high hopes, man, and so excited.
We tried to tell you.
We try to tell y'all every year.
It just don't. I don't know. Like after a while, man, like you start feeling defeated, as a fan and everything. But hey, we gonna come out. We gonna have a winning record. Still,
I'm gonna keep it real with you, fam. I don't think that this Packers game is one that should make you feel defeated. I mean, what Aaron Rodgers did was deflating for sure.
No, I'm not saying it's just the game. It's just like periods. It's like because it's just watching our offense and seeing like, yo, we can't really do nothing. Like we one dimensional on offense, and that's not like we're not even trying to open a playbook. All we do is we know we just old school. We play old school offense. Like we run the ball. We're gonna run the ball down your throat. And then the only like good plays that they do is always either like a fake like read option or
hey
whatever.
Tim, I hear your rapper, fam. You ain't low.
It was the bag, bro.
But yeah,
I get a jelly belly, bro.
I don't know. We finally have a quarterback that's capable of doing what we need him to do. But so our offensive court, like our offense, our coaching staff needs to be capable of calling the correct plays that need to be called too as well.
But I think that might be the problem. Like, yes, he has the talent to do it, but like I don't think he's far enough in his development to really open up the playbook. Like you got to get the basics and the fundamentals down before you can start, with the razzle dazzle. Like
we don't have no razzle dazzle though.
Y'all came out the game great. Like y'all came out excellent. I was like, man, the play
happens every week. Like our first drive is always really good. It's always gonna end up in a field goal or touchdown. We always end up scoring first drive. Then after that, it just goes into shambles a little bit.
That's because that first drive is all scripted already. Like, all right, we're gonna hit them with this play, then this play, then this play, then this play. Yeah. I don't know why if you suck at your second drive, you just don't try to script your second one too, because you can definitely do that too. Yeah. And then go ahead and we will wobble it the rest of the way. But typically they script it because they want to see what they will and won't be able to get away with. We'll run these 3 run plays and these 3 pass plays if we can. And then after that, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. And the Packers come off the gate trash. Like it was throw the whole first quarter away for the Packers. It was terrible. There's people on Twitter already talking about something like the whole defense needs to be whatever. However, Twitter overreact most of the time with everything. But again, the Packers defense is banged up.
They slowly get it together towards the end of the game.
And they settled in throughout the game, even though they continued to lose players throughout the game. Lost Savage, lost Preston Smith, and continued to put the pressure up. So I actually give the defense some credit here because they seemed to figure out a way to bounce back. They got punched in the mouth and they didn't let it shake them. They just came back out and started really playing some football. I did not expect to sack Justin Fields that much.
No.
I was like, you're actually catching him. Oh, look at you.
It seemed like he tried to stay in the pocket more, though. It definitely seemed like he tried to stay in there a little bit longer than he should have on some of those. Because some of those, I'm like, bro, if he'd have took off, he'd probably gone. But
like when that happened, I felt like it was more so like he overestimated his athleticism. He's like, I still got time. And then when he finally decided to run, I was like, oh, no, it's too late.
Yeah. It was
like,
just bad,
Right. Like those were times where like in college, it's like, oh, yeah, I still got time. But like now it's like shit sped up. It's like, nah,
Yeah, unless they're trying to make him be a pocket quarterback, because you know how they get down too. Like, they're like, okay, we know you can run, but we don't want you to just lean on
What they
your
gotta
running a
do?
lot.
Bench him at this point? Like,
No, but at the same time, if you make him or teach him or get him into the games, be like, all right, listen. And on this play, because when he come back to the sideline, we'll talk about it anyways. On this play, had you waited a little bit longer, you could have seen him down the field. So maybe the next play, he waits a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm. Like that miss when he missed Allen wide open in the middle field. Like I was
Robinson
like,
was wide open.
Wide open. I was like, God.
I saw that and said, "Ooh."
They took a screenshot of that hole, blew it up at least 10
Yeah,
times.
I
I'm
was
like, there's
Jesus
no
Christ.
one here, bro. Why didn't you look that way?
And here's the thing too, with the whole idea of him staying in the pocket, that pocket ain't stable. As you mentioned, they don't have an offensive line.
Yeah,
So like
he be moving.
he gotta do what he gotta do. But it was an entertaining game. I mean, of course we won. I enjoyed it, but I'm not like the Bears always make me nervous because y'all have a good defense. Like I'm always nervous when I play the Bears. And that's why it's the defense that always gets to me. So when y'all lost was it Hicks?
Yeah,
injured his groin later. I was like, that's going like
that's going to hurt big time.
He was on the sideline. No one's laughing because he's on the sideline. He was looking hurt. It's a particular meme that Noman had pulled up. Like, this is how he looked right now, but with a Bears towel on his head. Could you text that to them, please? Just text that picture to them right now because they'll get it. But it was a good game. Unlike what happened in Detroit, or with Detroit. 0-6 after losing to the Bengals. 34-11. After that loss, Coach Dan Campbell came out and he said, I take some blame for this for sure. But
I ain't taking all of it.
Right. In regards to his quarterback, he said, I feel like he has to step up more than he has.
What they expected out of golf?
What do you think he did?
That's all I want to know. Like,
what do y'all think he was getting?
What are you expecting out of him?
You thought he was going to come over and be stupid, the number one overall pick? Is that what you thought he was going to come and be? He going to give you some numbers, but Jared Goff ain't that good.
No, he's not.
All right. He ain't bad. He ain't that good.
That's what
in comparison to his peers, like he probably put him in. Oh, he's on the right team. He's on the right team. He's on the right team.
Look, say less. Jared Goff has thrown for a little bit over 1,500 yards so far. He got 7 touchdowns and 4 interceptions.
Yeah, so he's not.
He's Jared Goff.
Yeah, he's doing. Yeah.
He's being serviceable, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
not according to his head coach.
Exactly.
I bet he was listening like, what?
He said, how dare you?
You call the plays, nigga.
Y'all put these motherfuckers around me. You talking about me?
You gonna play me?
You hired him.
I throw the ball and they drop it. You play me?
That's your boy, not mine. I wasn't even here. He was already here.
No, he do deserve some blame. That man threw the ball away on a 4th down. I said,
he did, right?
Sir.
I didn't know what was going on.
He was running, bro. He just said, you know what? Nah.
He said, I'm going to save it for the next play. It's 4th down. There is no next play.
I see 3.
Bro, just put it in the middle of the damn. Not middle of the shit. You ain't got no choice after that. If you gonna throw it out of bounds, you might as well just go ahead and throw it to the middle of the field. Give yourself a shot.
Shoot.
Worst case scenario is a punt.
Like, just fling that mug. Just do something else.
No. Worst case scenario is a pick 6. But I hear you.
Hey, a punt. Fling it then. Throw it. Throw it. Do an arm punt, fam. Get it out of here. Now, you made a comment, Tim, saying that the Lions might not win a game this season.
Boy.
With the Jaguars winning this past week, the Lions do actually have the longest current losing streak in the NFL. And I'm not sure when their first win will come. So I'm going to read y'all the rest of the Lions schedule. Y'all stop me when you hear a dub. Okay?
I don't think I will.
On Sunday, they play against the Rams.
Lost.
Nope.
We ain't got to stop you.
Then they got the Eagles.
Maybe.
Yeah, that could be that's a maybe.
Shit.
Then they got
the Tampa Bay a problem.
Yeah, but then the Eagles also like
they work at other times. So
they ain't gonna have no problem with Detroit.
All right, maybe. Then they got the Steelers.
Hmm.
Nah, okay.
Keep on rolling.
Then we got the Browns.
I mean, they all hurt.
They hurt.
Yeah.
That they could.
1, 2, 3, 4 weeks from now, no, they ain't winning. Keep on rolling.
Hey.
Then they got the Bears.
That's possible.
Hey, relax. What's wrong with you?
I believe that's Thanksgiving, the 25th.
They'll give y'all a fight.
One thing I forgot to mention about the Bears, them uniforms are cold.
Yeah.
The blue ones, the navy,
the ones that they were wearing
with the helmet.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're gonna see our little trash ones next week. I hate the little Packers alternative uniform this year. Maybe they'll look better on the field, but I don't like the alternatives that they brought out this year. But yeah, Bears. I don't think they're gonna win that one. Not with that defense. Then they got the Lions. I mean, they got the Vikings.
That's the only way they're gonna win. Shit, the scrimmage against them damn selves. Somebody gotta win that.
No, fam, they gonna get a win, fam.
No, you ain't said a win yet.
No, they gonna pull off. It's the NFL, bro. They gonna pull off.
Right, it's gonna be some weird week, and they gonna get a win because they've been close. It's not like they like they're not as bad as they're not an 0-6 bad. Like they should have 2 wins at this point.
They're not beat a good team good or a okay team good. They're a beat a bad team bad.
They almost beat the Ravens, and then they almost beat the Vikings. I don't know what you want to put the Vikings, but the Ravens are a good team.
So you got 2 close L's sandwiched between 4 blowouts.
Hey man, all you gotta do is have one of them close L's be.
I mean, do you count a 10-point loss as a blowout? They only lost Chicago by 10. That's 2 possessions.
Score. Hey, you saying that like the game got to be indicative of the score?
You just said in between blowouts. I'm just saying like the Lions. Yes, they've been bad, but like, I mean, they haven't won, but like they. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. Vikings, Broncos. I don't know where the Broncos are going to be at. They're kind of sliding right now. You got the Cardinals. They're not beating the Cardinals. They got the Falcons. That's a winnable game.
Definitely.
That's a very winnable game.
Yeah.
Then they got the Seahawks. Then they got the Seahawks, and then they finish up against the Packers. They're not going to go. They're going to win a game.
Which one?
We just named off like 3 there.
Pick one. They only got to win.
They can definitely beat the Falcons. I think
they'll. Atlanta.
Huh?
That's going to be your pick. They're going to get their first dub against Atlanta.
I didn't say it's going to be I think there's a few games along the way that they can. I think they could beat Philly. I think they could.
Who's the first?
Well, Philly would be the first one. That's who they see after the Rams.
Okay.
Philly feels winnable. And then again, I don't know where the Broncos are going to be at when they play the Broncos, but the Broncos haven't looked good at this point. The Seahawks could be in a complete free fall by that point. I don't know what's going to happen at the end of the season for them. So I think they can win a game. And it could be. They could be. But we'll see what happens with Detroit. I think they get a game. They ain't going 0-17. Not after going 0-16. That'd be Anyway, the Vikings, they beat the Panthers 34-28 in overtime. I really thought they was going to lose that game. I thought they was going to trick that one off. But no. Almost. But nope. They figured out a way to hold on. Pull through.
Carolina just out-tricked them.
Yep. Yep. I don't really have too much to add about that one. Now, I mean,
Carolina did put up a fight to get back in that game, though. To be fair, because they was getting smacked at first, and then they just went on a run at the end. I think they were 11 unanswered.
Yeah, and Sam Darnold put them in that hole, he was terrible. Like,
well, he was like the Jets, Darnold.
Yeah,
like the last 2 games, he's looked like the Jets, Darnold. He was doing hella picks. I think he got like 5 or 6 picks in the last 2 games. Let me find his team. Where they at, though?
He said, let me find his team. Where they at?
Mm-hmm. Who we talking about again? Brain fart. Panthers. There we go.
This just
brain fart. I lost it that fast, bro. They on me. They gotta stay off me, bro.
Why you figuring that out? Sean Taylor had his jersey retired in Washington during their loss to the Chiefs.
Can I say something about that real quick?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, they announced that like 3 days before they did it.
Fans were pissed
because they're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, and it's like yeah, you just happen to drop like this thing that people have been waiting for forever.
Yeah.
When y'all got to kind of throw the heat off of you for, you know, certain emails and certain investigations that are starting to come to light. Like, and like, I get the team president kind of had a good explanation. It was just, I mean, it wasn't good, but it was like, he at least took ownership for it. And it's like, oh, so you guys aren't just, it's not that you guys are evil. You're just incompetent. It's like, is that really that much better? You know what I mean? Like, oh, so on top of, you know, all the shit that we're learning about the previous regime, now you're telling us the people in charge now are just dumb as hell and don't know what the fans want or how to give it to them.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. Also, I saw that Patrick Mahomes' brother was doing a TikTok dance on the 21 on the field.
Which is also bullshit. Like, his explanation is like, oh, yeah, they told us to stand there. It's like, I'm pretty sure they didn't tell you to stand on that number inside like a roped off area. Like,
and start doing TikToks on it, bro.
Yeah, like, bro, what's wrong with you, bro?
The fuck?
Like,
I ain't mean no disrespect. But so what part of dancing on the what part of dancing on the number wasn't on the day that we're commemorating the number? And you thought
like, even if it was just like a number on the field, like if it's roped off, clearly it's something that they don't want people trampling over. So what's your thought?
The logic. The logic doesn't logicking.
Well, just to kind of close the Sam Darnold thing, he has thrown 6 picks in the last 3 games, and all 3 of them have been L's. He threw 2 against Dallas, 3 against Philly, and 1 against Minnesota.
Man, Dallas, boy, now you want to talk about a team.
They've been looking good.
Super Bowl, what?
Trayvon
Diggs
won the game and then almost tricked off the game. Like,
they went right back at him. That's the thing with being a ball hawk. So the thing with Diggs is like, he is a ball hawk corner. So you live with that. Like, he might not be super stout in coverage all the time, but you take that because he might take the ball. The fact that they went right back at him after a pick 6 and then scored.
You lucky as hell. Do it again.
And McCarthy had to be thanking Jesus when Diggs picked that off because he was making bad decisions all throughout that game. I was like, oh my God, I don't miss this.
Mike Murphy.
McCarthy. And the Ravens beat the Chargers, as we mentioned earlier when talking about FanDuel. I just want to bring that up because at this point, Lamar Jackson has the most wins of any quarterback before the age of 25, although I don't think wins and losses are a quarterback stat. Needless to say, people do, so I'm reading this off anyways. He's 35-8. So there you have it.
But they still ain't signed him.
Huh?
They couldn't come to a contract agreement with my man.
Doesn't he represent himself?
Yeah.
So he said when the season started, there was no more conversations to be had. So like
yeah, I know. Hey. But I mean, even before the season started, like he already had earned the right for an extension to this team. I feel.
Well, maybe if he had a professional agent, it would have got done by now.
Honestly, like they could have been working on that while he's playing.
It's like, bro, you too big of a bro. You are a star, bro. Relax. Like, come on.
You have too much to do.
You got too much going on, bro. Get an agent.
110. He going in on himself.
Well, you tripping, bro.
The old boy in the courtroom with the hair and shit, defending himself.
Hey, man. Do what you got to do. But yeah, the Cardinals remain undefeated after beating the Browns. Baker Mayfield messed up his already messed up shoulder again. Kareem Hunt got carted off, and Nick Chubb was already out. They getting beat up. Odell hurt himself but came back in.
So what's the deal with Odell and Baker Mayfield? Like,
he don't throw the man the ball.
They just don't have any chemistry whatsoever.
Odell be open.
Like, is it like a beef thing or it's just like strictly like a on the field type?
I have
of deal?
no idea. It just don't work on the field.
And like legit, Odell be open on some of these plays. I be like, bro, what? Well, he open over there in the corner.
But it hasn't worked though for a while though. Like it hasn't
since he
been
got
working.
there.
Yeah, so it's like, why? At some point, you just got to pull the trigger. Be like, yo, this is not working. You can still trade for Odell. Like it's still Odell. Like y'all got to do something. It's not working. Like, why are you continuing to hold on to that? And it's not. It has not been working at all.
At all, bro. Like again, I'm trying to pull up his targets now. I think it was recent. He had a couple targets the game he came back from injury. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, cool, maybe. But Odell Beckham has 14. He can't have no damn 14 yards total. 6
Mm.
games played. He has 4 games played. Odell has 14 yards.
Are you serious?
That's for real.
Odell
Wow.
Beckham. Let me go. I'm feeling the same way y'all feeling.
No, that's not right, fam.
He has 14 receptions for 203.
I'm about to say
Oh,
because
I
he
was gonna
definitely
say,
had
God
79
damn.
against the Cardinals by
14.
himself.
Yeah, I'm about to say that first game back. I knew he had a couple of them, but he has 14 for 203. 14 for 203. That's
So
next to
50 yards a
no.
game.
Hey, he was getting
It's
that
like
in one
3
game.
targets
bro.
a game. It's like 3 targets a game.
He had 5 receptions against the Cardinals, 2 against the Chargers, 2 against the Vikings, 5 against the Bears. That's his game log since he's been back.
That's crazy.
Someone on
Month of
Twitter was
October.
like, "They're like this man out here spending $2,000 on his cleats and fits just to get
He out there running routes, bro.
no
He out there
targets,
running
fam.
sprints.
Just he
He
just
be
come home
blocking, though.
mad.
He be
You
blocking.
doing cardio all game, bro. I'm blocking and I'm running. I ain't catching no
He
passes.
been having he been having great blocks, bro.
Pete Carroll mentioned that the Seahawks have had conversations with Cam Newton,
Hey,
but he didn't elaborate on what the extent of those talks were. Cam came out on his YouTube, put a little video saying he's vaccinated, and of course he wants to play football. So what's
He said he
good?
got offers. He said he got offers. He's just waiting on the right team and the right opportunity. It's funny. Before he even came out with this yesterday, I was talking to AJ and I was like, I'm like, Cam Newton, Seattle does not sound like a bad idea right now. And then this comes out today, but I was like, he turned around and said he got vaccinated, so he not trying to play around his money. He did admit that he felt like he was going to be gone regardless from New England, and that getting rid of him, regardless of his vaccination status, one, him being gone made it an easier decision, and 2, he needed to be gone to avoid being the background distraction of is Cam going to take over if so and so is struggling.
That's
Which
what
we all
we
knew.
said. Yeah, we all knew that.
We all knew that. So,
That's
but
not
he
new
did say he
information.
has several offers though. That he like, I got some offers. Teams have been calling. I am vaccinated. I'm just waiting on the right opportunity. So it's like,
We'll see what happens.
Okay, I can see him in, say, Darnold continues to struggle. I can see him go back to Carolina, maybe.
No.
That bridge burned.
That's not gonna happen. A whole new regime and no, that's not gonna happen. Oh no, there go Tim.
Wants to show.
But I'm gonna move past the football at this moment. Chicago Sky, WNBA champs. They had to come back in that fourth quarter. They had an 11-0 rally to come back to defeat the Phoenix Mercury 80-74 this past Sunday.
It was a great series, man.
I was gonna say, save for game 3. Like all those games were good.
Yeah, it was a great
That
series.
Chicago crowd was hot.
Game 3 was a shellacking.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
yeah. Stumped the mud hole.
Why y'all
and
ain't
walked
go?
and drive.
I was expecting to see y'all in the crowd. What happened?
I've been having some health issues, so I just was chilling. I had a bad Thursday.
Oh, see, it's all bad.
Yeah, I had a bad Thursday, and I was like, I'm gonna just chill out. But yeah, it was a good game. Kalia Copper, Finals MVP, one of the most epic pictures I've ever seen before. Kalia,
Oh, yeah, effing Copper. Apparently,
one of the coldest pictures where she's looking down, like,
yeah, she like, what?
Say it again.
That is what it looked like.
Look at the score. Look at the score.
Say what? The Sky were 16-16 in the regular season. They were constantly talked about as how they were underperforming. They came together in the playoffs. They was ready to go. And since 2016, only one time has the WNBA Finals not had a 1 seed versus a 2 seed. And when that one game or that one series happened, it was a 1 versus 3 matchup. So, like, for the Sky to come in as a 6 seed and get it done was impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we talked about this on the NBA preview, but like Chris Paul is like, the prototype point guard.
Talk
Courtney
about it.
Vandersloot is a fucking point guard.
Yeah, beast.
Also, I didn't realize that she was married to Quickly.
Quickly, yeah.
I guess
and
I don't
Quickly,
really listen.
Quickly, I didn't realize was from Chicago. That part I was like, oh, I knew she had like Chicago roots, but I didn't realize it was because she's like from the area. So to see her and Candace like the hometown, I was pretty tight. Vandersloot actually finished with a record 102 assists in this postseason. Keep in mind, 2 single elimination games and then 2 best-of-5 series. So it's not like there was a lot of games to be played to have 102 assists.
Yeah, I think they won both of them series in 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
9 games.
10 games.
10?
Did her thing, and then she was dishing that shot she took.
Yeah.
At the end of the game, after dishing and diming the whole way through, they had that pick and roll, switch the pick.
Cash
Listen,
money.
First to pass to Candace to tie the game up. I was
That
like,
3 was huge from the wing.
Mm-hmm.
and Candace did the loving basketball walk off, like, yeah. But the pass fake came back around, hit him with the little midi. I said, "Oh Lord Jesus!" And the crowd exploded, and I said, "No, Chicago is on." As soon as I kept seeing Phoenix missing them layups,
It's a wrap.
it was a done one.
Stick a fork in them.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's messed up. Phoenix lost 2 finals in the same year.
Yep.
Damn.
To the Midwest, fam, Chicago and Milwaukee came together to do their thing.
Hello, neighbor.
Exactly. Hello, neighbor. And Phoenix, the Mercury actually declined to speak with the media after the game, and apparently Diana Taurasi destroyed the door. So there's that. Some folks are making a big deal about the whole door thing. Me personally, the thing I have a bigger problem with is actually that they all refuse to do their media obligations.
Yeah.
That's part of the job.
If you'd have won, bro.
Exactly.
It sucks. For
cheesing
sure.
in the cameras and shit.
It sucks.
Bro.
But that's part of the job. We see every losing team come up there and they.
There was a better team. Congratulations. Keep it simple. Get up out of there.
We'll see. Y'all think? Diana, I think said that she ain't done
She's
yet.
coming back next year.
She's coming back. Have we heard anything about Sue Bird?
That I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Sue Bird might be done, which it's weird to think about.
Did we ever talk about W25?
I think we just mentioned. You weren't there. You mentioned the fact, that they had the cold jackets and whatnot. And they had everybody come out to the game. Talking about getting sent home. So MLB playoffs. When we were in the studio last, the Brewers were fighting for their playoff life against the Braves.
We ain't got to talk about this.
We
can move on. It's all right.
No, the motherfuckers, they did no.
They bats fell the fuck asleep.
So
it was
So that was why it was so interesting to me, because before the playoffs started, Eric had the same question that I had, which was they are losing a lot of games right now. What is happening? And y'all were like, "Oh no, man! It's cool. They just, they coasting. They couldn't wake back up."
What it was supposed to be.
They won that first game, but it was wild. Is the first 4 games were all decided by one swing. We had the 2-run home run game 1, we won. Then Jocktober took over. Jock Peterson had a 2-run home run game 2. Then he had a 3-run home run game 3. And in game 4, he had a game tying, single or double. Jock Peterson was fucking the Brewers up.
He when they were in the NLD CS too that year when he was the Dodgers.
With the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Jock Peterson just
Brewer
they
killer.
call it Jocktober for a reason, bro. And right now they fucking up the Dodgers too.
Yeah.
They're 2-0 against the Dodgers. They're about to sweep the Dodgers to go to the World Series.
So you calling a sweep?
They hot right now, yes.
You calling a sweep over the Dodgers?
Yeah. They done took out pitcher 1 and 2. What else you got?
Hey, bro. I can't see a sweep, though. There's so much firepower over there, man. Huh?
You couldn't see him going 2-0 out the gate either.
No, definitely wasn't expecting it.
Now we gotta get Black Will Smith to one of these games.
Nah, with White Will Smith.
Because Atlanta got one and the Dodgers got one.
The one for the Dodgers is the one that we was talking. Was the one with the Dodgers? I think it was the one with the Dodgers. The one I was talking to when I went to the Brewer game. Because he's the relief pitcher, I believe.
No,
whichever one is the relief pitcher.
That's the one with Atlanta.
Yeah, he was the one I was talking to at the Brewer game. He was cool. He used to be with the Brewers. He was cool. So, but no, it's him getting to meet one of the Will Smiths will be dope. Watch this happens in a week and shit like that, and we don't get no credit. Will. Like what the fuck?
Right, Black Will Smith on the flight right now.
And
Probably.
in LA anyways. So.
Well, actually, you never know where Will Smith is at. He just be all over the world. Like that man just.
He the real genie of the lamp and shit.
Honestly. Also, Will Smith that's a wild boy for doing a GQ photo shoot with just a goatee and no mustache. I kept looking at his face like, why?
I just kept calling him a genie, bro.
I was like, why did he look different?
There are like 3 people that will get this joke, but I feel like Camille, you'll be one of them. Why you look like Jim Ozarski? I'll send y'all the picture later.
He did say 3 people, bro. We won 2 of the 3.
That's why I said Camille, you'll be one.
He did, yeah. He said one. You had your 2K rant earlier. I mean, you had 19 folks who would understand that.
No, I was just talking to Ken because Ken was trying to. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was just telling Ken. You were telling me how I had a 2K rant. I was saying, no, don't tell me how I had my rant because I wasn't saying nothing. I was talking to Ken about why he felt his way. I wasn't gonna say nothing though.
Well, I don't feel
Fam, I'm talking about the NBA preview show when you made a whole.
I know what you're
Talking
saying.
about everybody's abusive.
I know exactly what you're saying, and I'm saying I was not saying anything about what Eric said. I was responding to Ken.
Oh, okay. Okay, now I get you. I get you at first. I got you now, boss.
I got you. All right, so Tim already said he thinks the Dodgers are going to get swept. Ken, how do you think this series plays out? Braves and Dodgers.
Atlanta winning, but I don't see a sweep, though. Atlanta's going to win it, though.
Okay.
Did you think that before the series?
No, I thought the Dodgers was definitely going to win this series.
They better turn it around.
They just get hit in the mouth. Ain't nothing they can do. Like, shit.
Bro, they got smacked twice.
A game at a time. Mm-hmm. ALCS, Red Sox and Astros currently tied 1-1, as Eric mentioned. You said it's 9-3 right now?
9-3.
Yeah, it's 9-3. We up 5th inning. Got it on right now, bottom of the 5th. We out here.
They hit another grand slam.
Bro.
Yeah.
3
another one tonight.
Our bats are woke, sir. We woke.
The anti-Brewers.
Pretty much.
We out here swinging.
We didn't have bats in the beginning of the season. Traded for players with bats. Hitting all season. Then all of a sudden, the players with the bats, they start kicking it with the niggas without the bats for some reason. And
what's going on with Christian Yelich, fam?
Okay. This is going to sound real. This might sound conspiracy brother-ish.
Okay.
But
boy.
Christian Yelich was on fire until after he won or after he was a candidate for the second MVP. After that, that's when they started talking about testing him a lot for doping, remember? They was like, well, maybe Christian Yelich is having an issue.
Yeah,
but they were talking about testing him more for doping. But since then, and since he's been back from his injury as well, he has not even been close.
Oh, yeah, he's had back problems, fam.
Yeah, and even then with the year that he had this whole year to figure the shit out. So they were like, okay, we'll give you last year. It was a shortened year, things like that. Stuff happened. You had the entirety of this year to pretty much fix that. He had his moment with his back and everything, but he didn't miss most of the season. He was here a lot. So, and he still didn't even get close.
See, I was going to say, like, either he was on steroids and got off, or he wasn't on steroids and needs to get on.
I was implying that he may have been. Yeah, I won't say steroids, but something. But when he started getting all the attention and starting to catch, like, hey, we finna start testing everybody like a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Because I remember there was a point where they thought that he was, and he had got tested like back to back or something like that. And then they was like, no, but after that point, he had slowly started falling in. And I was like, no.
If that's the case, the Brewers can't catch a break, man. From Bronny to Yelich, that's what we on, fam. We just
again, I think steroids helps with recovery. So again, like that might be to your point, but like it does seem to have coincided with him getting hurt because like that second year, like he was on his way to an MVP, got hurt. Was it like August-ish?
Ain't been the same since.
Ain't been the same since. And like you could kind of chalk last year up to COVID and being weird and shit, but
you had the whole year this year. How many games did
you could just be a slump?
I mean, it could be, but back injuries make me nervous.
Especially, swinging a bat off violently and shit.
Right. So, we'll see.
We shall.
Because there's like a Deadspin article out talking about like how he like basically just can't hit the ball hard anymore. Like his bat speed has slowed down. he doesn't get as much pop, and like he doesn't hit the ball. Like he never really hit the ball that high, but he was hitting it high and hard enough to get it over the fence. But like now, like all of that is gone. Like he just basically hits grounders.
And it really would suck because, of course, we wish him nothing but he played 117 games this year.
Yeah, it didn't really show up in many of them. Red Sox though, Astros. Who y'all got winning that series? I know Ken got the Red Sox.
Red Sox. I'm
still going with Houston. It's been the series, but god dang, they've been giving them grand damn slams to get you out the paint quick.
Quick 9, bro.
Yeah.
Quick 9 runs.
Yeah, I needed all 9 of them hoes.
But, hey man, I ain't got no root interest here, so I just want to see my guy happy. So go ahead, go Red Sox.
Hey.
All right, so Kyrie and the Nets.
Fuck them.
Look, Shams came out and said that the Nets are no longer going to be offering Kyrie an extension.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie went on IG Live to tell his side of the story, and he was saying all kinds of Kyrie stuff. Don't believe I'm retiring. Don't believe I'm giving the game for a vaccine mandate. Like, I'm not anti-vax. This ain't about that. Like, it's my decision. I understand my decision. I'll own up to any consequences that come from my decision, but I don't want to get the vaccine. It's what it pretty much came down to. Again, like I said before, I don't agree with him. A lot of what he said doesn't make sense to me. But I respect the fact that you're going to stick with your decision, regardless of whatever the consequences, if you want to call them consequences, are that come from that. Do y'all think he plays this year?
That's the $1 million question. I'm gonna say yeah. I'll say after All-Star break, he'll be back.
Because he gets vaccinated, or because like something happens with the mandate in New York?
The former. I think he'll actually get vaxxed.
I don't see him taking.
I don't see him getting vaxxed. Yeah, I don't see him getting vaxxed at all. He's standing on it.
He can, but I feel like
he got a fake
might
arm.
He
can
after
take.
The All-Star break. It's just
he gonna go in there with the fake arm, take it off. I'm like, I got you.
You thought,
nigga.
but
yeah, I don't see him playing this year.
I think unless the mandate in New York changes,
yeah,
I think he's just gonna call it one.
Yeah, I think he'll try to wait it out. Although I guess him trying to come out like he's not anti-vax, which is bullshit, but like I think him using that as his excuse and that he's not anti-vax, he's just anti-vax mandate. Like that's leaving the door open for him to change his mind at some point, like without having to publicly like go against what he said. But like every excuse that he gave, like in that IG Live, was basically like out of the anti-vaxxer handbook. So, and it's Kyrie. So I think at the end of the day, he just don't like being told what to do, and he likes being a contrarian. So it's like if they told him like you're not allowed to get vaccines, like he would be like the number one, vax booster. Yeah. So like, yeah, if there's anybody that's willing to sit out for that, I mean, first of all, he's the only person sitting out right now. But if there is anybody that's willing to like miss a whole season of their career for this reason, like it would be him.
Yep,
for sure.
And really, I think that the way out is just for him to embrace being traded. Like it only applies to home players in New York, San Francisco, and I think maybe LA now.
It is LA too. Yep.
So it's like if we talked about it before, but if it's like Ben Simmons for Kyrie, which apparently Philadelphia is not interested in, but like hypothetically speaking, like if that was the case, like he could play for Philly, no problem. He could even play for Philly in Brooklyn, and it wouldn't be a problem. It's just because he's a home player for Brooklyn. So,
but he wants to be home in Brooklyn.
He wants to have his cake and eat it too.
Yeah, that's why I think he's just gonna wait this out and just see.
Like it's just gonna go away.
The mandates change. But I think he's just gonna try to wait that out
And if he played for the Knicks, I feel like the rule would have been changed, honestly. Like, because,
Knicks.
that's how politicians roll. But
hey, I don't really have too many thoughts. I didn't say this on our NBA preview show, but I don't think that the Nets losing Kyrie, like even if he didn't play this season, they're still content. Like that's a contending team. Like honestly, the duo of James Harden and KD, like alone, is enough to win a championship. So if I was a Nets fan, like I'd be like, this sucks. Like this wasn't exactly what we planned to have happen. Like having Kyrie makes it easier on the court, but it's still doable without Kyrie, I think.
And I think like Kyrie's biggest contribution, not biggest contribution, but like having him as the third guy is just insurance in case one of the other two gets hurt. Because like now if you down to only one of them, like y'all
it's a
probably
different story.
But like if you have all three and then one goes down, you still all right. And I think that there's a bit of diminishing returns because like they played well together in the limited time that they played together, but I think that the defense with Kyrie and Harden, like as your backcourt, is like, yeah, you can score, but like if you go up against a good defense like Milwaukee or Miami, like they may be able to mitigate,
to as much as any team could.
Right. But if you plugging in if you plugging in somebody else into that lineup, it can be a role player like a Bruce Brown, like whoever that can give you a little bit more on the defensive end and not really take that much away offensively because y'all already great.
And y'all can run more just through KD and James Harden if you need be. Like just change your sets up a little bit. Transaction and injury news. Tim, you got us?
Sure. Transactions and injuries. Let me pull this up. Give me 1 second.
I'll kick you off. The Lakers have claimed Avery Bradley off waivers. Yeah, y'all getting the band back together.
Another old
one. Then,
over 30.
He was there when we got the shit.
It was like I said, there's a bunch of extensions happening too. So we got Wendell Carter Jr. for the Magic. He agreed to a 4-year, $50 million contract extension. Then Phoenix Suns guard / forward Mikal Bridges has a 4-year, $90 million rookie contract extension. Poo-pooey on Ayton because they just spending money because Suns guard Landry Shamet has a 4-year, $43 million contract extension.
How's he even played a game with him?
Then they got a good deal out of Bridges because I just knew he was getting at least $100 million.
Hell, I feel like they got a good deal out of Shamet.
Yeah, that's a dude that got played off the court basically against the Bucks in the second round. Like I don't know
how valuable he'll be.
Right, he'll be a good regular season piece, but
we got Los Angeles Clippers guard Terrence Mann signed a 2-year, $22 million contract extension. Malcolm Brogdon for the Indiana Pacers has agreed to a 2-year, $45 million contract extension as well. Kevin Huerter got 4 years, $65 million on a rookie extension. Grayson Allen got 2 years for $20, which I was like, that's not, I guess. Then Bucks general manager, they even giving executives extensions. He signed a multi-year contract extension with the Bucks. Bucks has made the playoffs in each of the 4 seasons as a general manager, including 2 trips to the Eastern Conference Finals and 1 NBA championship. First in 50 plus years. So he deserved every dollar.
I just want to rewind real quick to Grayson Allen. Again, hasn't played a game for the team. Called an extension. What do y'all think that means for Dante? Because I didn't expect either one of them to get a contract extension before the season.
Trade piece or insurance is what I feel like this extension is for Grayson Allen. Because it's either we gave him 2 years, $20 million, so that could be $10 million a year, or it could be whatever they put it up to.
I think it's some incentives, like up to. I think it's worth up to $20 million. We don't have the.
That's a big enough piece though to package.
It's a trade chip. I got you, yeah. But you won't be able to trade them until
6 months.
I don't even know if you can trade. Like they can technically trade him this year, but it's like super complicated and basically makes him untradeable.
Yeah, and signing him to that.
Like with the extension kicking in, I don't know if he'll be trade eligible until like well into next season.
So like signing him to that makes it seem as if like he's a piece. Like that's someone who they're trying to keep, which is why I was like, didn't expect y'all to do this at this moment, but especially after seeing Dante like at media day making a public appeal, like, yo, like I love the Bucks and I want to be here, and you know, this is where I want and to see, I don't know.
That's why I said the second piece is insurance, because keeping him around for 2 years at $20 million is relatively cheap, especially if you're gonna plug him in, have him a plug and play starter. Like that's relatively cheap to keep a rotational piece around these days when you got cats getting 2 years 45 or 2 years 22 or 2 years or 4 years 90.
The thing is they're already well into the luxury tax, so like having this on the books plus whatever you're willing to give Dante, like I don't know how much is left over for him unless you're just dumping Brook Lopez, which I think is doubtful because you still have to re-sign Bobby at the end of this year if that's what you want to do. So like unless they're willing to pay like $100 million luxury tax bill, like we're reaching the upper limit of what this payroll can be. Like it's not my money, so I don't care. Like I think they need to spend as much as necessary. But realistically speaking, like I think that they've made their decision, and we'll see what happens with Dante down the road. Plus, like he has this injury history, so I don't even know, like how much faith they have in him going forward,
right?
To even stay healthy.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you all that. You can continue on, Tim.
Oh shit, let me go back.
I think it's Charlotte Hornets that weren't on the sheet. So Jaren Jackson got his extension. I'm trying to find them all. Kevin Huerter, I think we mentioned. Shamit. Shamit, Grayson.
I'm pretty sure we had everybody but Jaren.
Okay. Because there was 11 total, but that includes some of the ones over the summer. There's a big ass rush today because it was
deadline day.
But
that's it. Sorry.
We got the Charlotte Hornets have signed LiAngelo Ball to a non-guaranteed contract, and Ball will play for the G League Greensboro Swarm. He's also slated to enter the G League draft, which is next week, right?
No, so he was slated to enter the draft, but then the Hornets just signed him outright so they could have his rights.
Oh, they're like, no, fuck that.
So like we mentioned it last week that he was going to be entering to the G League draft, but he's back on here because the Hornets was like, no, we just gonna sign you outright. Right. Yeah,
because more than likely somebody else is gonna pick him. Yep, and they want to make sure they got him. Because there were a couple, like that's something that teams do is like if they sign you to like a training camp deal and then waive you right away, like basically they get your G League rights if you meet certain criteria. So that's what Charlotte did.
Fair enough. And then lastly, we have NCAA transaction news. Ed Ogeron said won't return as LSU's head coach in 2022. He is expected to finish out the 2021 season. Now, he is 60 years old and has a 49-17 record at LSU over 5+ seasons, including 4 bowl appearances. Tigers won the college football playoff championship in 2019, led by now NFL starting quarterback for the Bengals, Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I've been hearing some wild stuff around what's been happening with him on that campus.
Let's just say he recently went through a divorce and is, depending on how you look at it, living his best life or parents' worst nightmare.
Whichever way you want to slice it. Just know that he'll be having his women's at practice. I can't say what?
50-year-old man running wild on the college campus.
Man, you said plural. That's what I was like, oh.
Hey man.
Like I saw some leaked photos of him in bed.
Yep.
With women that look co-ed aged.
Oh, you wilding. So. Yeah, you're wilding. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought you was getting at. He's bringing the fucking students around the damn team.
We don't know if they're students. We just know that they're women.
Okay.
And apparently, it's just. In addition to that part of it, like he's made questionable hires with the coordinators. He said questionable things about with social justice issues. So like he's It feels to me like he's just a man who's made a lot of money at this point. He's won a championship, hometown boy led the hometown, squad to a title, and he's just enjoying the fruits of his labor. Maybe a little bit too much, but he's enjoying them.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here and say because LSU's having a pretty crappy season by their standards right now. Everything that all this dirty and nasty shit that people may be thinking about or talking about is starting to come to light because losing does not paint you as a pretty picture. Usually losing brings out a lot of evil, ugly shit. And now that the winning is gone, like they ain't going nowhere this year. I think they 3-3 or 3-4, 1 or 2. But they're not doing nothing this year. So now all of a sudden it's going to be damn. I would look at it as he's on his way out because ain't no more I can do really now. I ain't got another Joe in the tuck. I ain't got another Chase. I ain't got another Justin Jefferson. Like the team that he had, bro, is gone.
Yeah.
Like so now it's like, okay, well shit, I done got a chip. I done got a winning record. After this year, at most I'll probably put on like another 3 or 4 more L's and I'm out.
Yeah.
I'll still have a crazy record before I leave.
You still want a chip.
Still got a chip too.
Last piece, transaction news. Zion ain't got no timetable to return after they said that he was going to be ready for the regular season, but now he's going to get reevaluated in 2 weeks. So what
trade his ass.
I gave my thoughts on our NBA preview show about Zion, so y'all make sure y'all check that out. It's called a tease, ladies and gentlemen.
A tease.
So Major League Baseball is going to be requiring teams to provide housing for its minor league players starting in 2022.
That is huge.
Yeah, it's the first step in the right direction because the Advocates for Minor Leaguers Executive Director Harry Marino.
That's like Marino to me.
Yeah, fam, I'm tired. Henry Marino said that pretty much he came out and said like, yo, this was at the top of everybody's list, but next on the list is that cash. So just know this is the first step and we getting after it. And this is big. Like minor league players be living in like 6 dudes being 1 bedroom apartment. Like
living a dream, bro. Like you literally like it was.
They're paid below poverty wages. Like when you take into account like how much they make and how much they actually have to spend to then make that money, like it's ridiculous. And I think I saw a figure that it was like $1 million per ball club, like per Major League Baseball ball club, like each, like to pay for housing for their players the entire year. So it's peanuts in the grand scheme of like what they rake in.
What they make.
It's like
why not one home game, bro?
I don't know about that, but like it's not like they make a lot of money, and
I think
most
the Brewers
minor
payroll was like 118 this year. So if you took $1 million from that payroll, like would that really make that big of a difference on the Major League Ball Club?
Wait, 118? What you mean?
Like I'm saying, like they made like their payroll is 118. So if you allocate $1 million from there and say like our budget is actually 117, like are you really changing that much on the Major League club? But you're making like life changing, like
it depends because if you bringing up a minor league that ain't got that much money on his contract right now, you own his arbitration rights for the next 3-4 years, and you got like a Devin Williams that come in and ran rookie of the year and reliever of the year without having a monster contract, making like 50, 60, or 100K a year. Then that could change how your team's payroll is. But I get with that. Thankfully, baseball has no salary cap, so it shouldn't be a difference anyways.
But that don't even necessarily matter to what Eric's point was. Like he's saying if the whole payroll is $118 million, like $1 million is
$1 million
nothing.
Make a difference. But if some teams are up, there's not a cap. But if some teams like the Brewers or small market teams who usually have a budget like that, as opposed to the Red Sox who do have a major market like that, that $1 million could play a difference in something else that they do for a team like the Brewers.
They ain't gonna hurt $1 million to give to players who are in your system. It's not like it's just $1 million that you just giving to charity, which they probably like, oh no, God, no. Like it's $1 million that's going towards improving your franchise.
Right. And I completely agree with you. I'm not arguing whatsoever because I advocate for players in the minor leagues being able to get their own housing, be able to get a livable wage and shit like that, because you literally are doing that pretty much like how people pack up and just go to either Las Vegas or Los Angeles. I'm trying to be in my dream, trying to be an actor and shit like that. I'm living out of my car. I'm living out of these small apartments. I'm shacking up with somebody else. to make sure I can try to make my dream happen. A lot of minor league players was having the same issue.
But it's different because if you're going to California to try to get a career, like you're not underneath any umbrella. Like as a minor league player, like you're an employee of a major league team. Like
correct.
So it's not apples. The comparison.
With you.
I'm just saying the comparison you're making isn't apples to apples. Like it's disjointed. Is my point. Like the point you're trying to make doesn't necessarily connect. Is what I'm saying.
Or we don't understand the point you're trying to make. But it's fine. Like it don't really make it. It sounds like we all on the same page. Yeah, I mean, like the last point I was just gonna make is that like taking that $1 million from the major league club and reinvesting it in your minor league club might pay dividends for your major league club down the road. Because like if people are, like you can't eat properly, you can't train properly because like all of your money is going towards housing yourself. Like that's stuff that can help, like better develop your players. So it never made sense to me like to starve your minor leaguers.
You put it like this: most minor leaguers make less than $15,000 a year. $15,000 a year, and at this point, they're not going to get their next paycheck until April. But they're expected to continue to work out, train, eat right as much as you can when you make that much. Work second and third jobs to make a living. Like that doesn't make sense. If you're a professional athlete, like you got to be like if your club wants a return on what you can actually be. They need to invest something in you. Like it doesn't make sense to do it any other way. So I'm glad that they're finally taking this first step. And I hope that the pay cut or the pay raises that come allow them to focus just on their baseball career. Like if you're a professional athlete, go ahead and be a professional athlete. Like that's your career. Do that. Purdue, unranked, beat number 2 Iowa, 24-7. Just a random upset news for you. Throw it out there.
Purdue at the tweet of the weekend, they said they beat the number 2 out of Iowa.
I saw that.
And as always, we end the topic discussion with just a little wrestling talk. During an interview with Complex, Roman Reigns talked about AEW a little bit. It was brought up. In regards to CM Punk, he pretty much said that, dude's older. I ain't really watched the full match that he's put on. I've seen a clip. And from them clips I saw, it seemed like he lost a step or two to me. And he also got embarrassed in UFC. So, I mean, if he ever came to WWE, who would actually believe that someone like him could beat somebody like me? Like, I'm 6'3", fam. I'm almost 300 pounds. For real, for real. I'm a real athlete. I got weight to throw around. Like, I could play football. Even matter of fact, if I would have been healthy, I'd probably be in the NFL right now. So at the end of the day, like I'll throw him and all them other AEW wrestlers out the ring. They little brothers, they ain't nothing.
That's some expert heel work,
bro. He ain't lie.
That's also true.
He didn't lie in the sense about the CM Punk thing.
I mean, he got a rise out of the people that he was trying to get a rise out of.
Exactly, like, he did his job.
Accomplished what he wanted to.
He did his job.
He's just been talking his shit nonstop since he's been that, and he's gonna be that guy, I guess, until he feels like he don't need to be or Vince doesn't allow him to be no more. But he is literally we're looking at the next Rock, John Cena, Stone Cold, and Roman Reigns, where he's going to carry the WWE. He's going to be that face for a long time. So we can expect him to keep that belt for a long time. Unless Lesnar beat him for it. I can see Lesnar kind of for a hot second.
So it's either a long time or Thursday.
Right.
But it's 410 days already.
I know.
410 plus. That's a long time, over a year with a belt.
The way you were saying, you making it seem like he's gonna have it for years.
Right, he's gonna have it for like 5 years.
It's not like John Cena had it for 5 years straight. He lost it every now and then, but he still got it back and carried it for a while.
We give you a hard time, man.
Hey, so I'm giving y'all a hard time back. You want to do it? I do it. We can go back and forth with it.
No, you defending yourself.
Right, it's not the same thing. But at the end of the day,
leave me alone.
Words mean things, Tim. Use them right. God, no, I'm playing. But no, for real though, with Roman Reigns, he's actually like doing John Cena merchandise numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Like he already is that for the company, and he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. AEW been trying, like as we mentioned, they had SmackDown on at the end of SmackDown as the beginning of AEW last week, and AEW's owner Tony Khan came out and he was like, "You want to be commercial free? 30 minutes? I got money. I could be commercial free for my first 30 minutes, and he legit did that. He legit said, if you want to talk money, you don't want to do that because I can cash out on commercial free too. Now,
which is also funny because it's his daddy money, but you know,
hey,
Big bank.
hey, daddy money, my money. You know what I'm saying?
Big bank.
He said, I'm rich. We on the list too. But I do want to just throw the word of caution. I don't think you like. Yes, your money is long, but I don't think that's the way you want to go about it. I think you should continue focusing on your market, let that grow, and then go from there. But yeah, that's all I got
mean,
for
it's
the
time for everybody to eat in wrestling. Like, I think that they're good for each other.
Yeah, it's good to have opportunities. It's good to have options. Something out there for everybody. Oh shoot! What I just opened up on my computer on accident?
Oh damn!
See,
it was iTunes. Is that what they call it still?
All
Apple
right.
Music. I don't know. Is it okay? Anyways, blow the whistle. We gotta blow the whistle.
We can skip it. We going long. It's time to go.
Take top 5 then. Last week, Tech Top 5 was best athlete logos of all time. I could have missed it, but I only saw one vote.
I thought we had more than that.
I said I could have missed it the last time I checked.
I think we did though.
Okay. So the only vote I saw was for A, which was Ken Griffey, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Tiger Woods, and Michael Jordan. I'm not sure whose list that was. It was not mine.
Mine.
I bet.
I'm pretty sure that's mine. You lying ass.
I didn't know that's yours for real.
You just copping lists? You just taking Tim's list, fam? You just stealing?
I could have sworn that was my list. All right.
I don't know.
I really don't know. That's why I thought it was my list.
I had Kawhi, so I know.
I thought I was the only one that had Kobe.
No, I thought Camille had Kobe.
No, there's 3 lists with Kobe on it.
Oh shit! I don't fucking know. It's late.
Actually,
I don't fucking know.
Actually, I think that is Ken's list, fam. Because then you had DX on your list, Tim.
Yeah, this nigga talking all that bullshit. Take your ass to sleep, nigga.
I'm the only one that ain't sleeping. Goddamn it! What you looking at?
Hell, no fucking.
I ain't sleeping. I just got shit to do.
Right.
You said right, and you the one that said you tired. What you talking about?
I am tired. I'm always tired.
How you gonna say right? How you gonna say right then?
Hey, I put it like this. When this mic come on and you hear my voice, I ain't gonna sound tired. I ain't gonna sound how I feel. And that's every episode. So I am tired for sure. But unless I tell you I'm tired, you ain't gonna hear I'm tired. But you're right. But that's my overall point.
I won. So we're gonna do this week's list. I'll take the dub.
I'm sure you will.
You got it, sir.
I can't even verify the vote count,
It
but
don't matter.
all right.
Shit, your team already beat my team. Shit, let me at least get some W this week. Goddamn.
No, you're gonna catch all L's all week.
I ain't going.
All L's all week. But no, last week I mentioned best athlete logos of all time. This week we're doing best NBA perimeter defenders. Tim.
Cool. Number 5, I have Sir Draymond Green, Mr. First Team All Defense, Mr. Versatile Defender, 1 through 3. That's where he'd be. Number 4, I have Drew Holiday. For a point guard, the motherfucker is strong as shit. He bang with the best of them, and he'll chase your ass. He'll pick you up full court if he need to. Anybody, don't give a shit. Number 3, I got Matisse Thybulle. The dude is just like, he reminds me of like a more athletic Tayshaun Prince, truth be told. Like, he gangly
That's
as
an
fuck.
interesting comp.
Crazy, like, because his length is what gives people issue, and then he's more athletic than he is, so he has a little quicker step, and the man be everywhere. He can't shoot it for shit, but he will lock your ass up immediately. Like,
hey, this ain't no shooting list.
Nah, he's a nightmare on defense though. Number 2, of course, I got Kawhi. Kawhi is just, I mean, he ain't healthy this year, so I don't know how much this will actually count, but he, coming into this year, has always been one of the more premier defenders. He's big as shit, hands as big as hell, so he just be palming the ball when cats be trying to pass it across. Just let me hold that real quick. Ridiculous quickness.
Yeah.
His on ball defense, the way he be stealing it, unbelievable. And number one, like I said, because I have him as the most versatile defender in the NBA. I have Ben Simmons. He can literally guard 1 through 5 because of his height, his size, and his athleticism. And he actually gives a shit. That's the one part of the game he give a fuck about. It's thankfully.
Hey man, he care about offense. He just don't. He's just passionate. He just don't want to shoot. The
jumper too cold.
Layups cool, around the rim cool, fast break cool.
Unless Trae Young is down there with you under the rim, wide open in the playoffs. So we talking about layups, we talking about dunks, we talking about shots. Only thing he can fuck about on offense is passing.
And he hit the yips, fam. He hit the yips.
Yeah.
He was done. He was done though at that point. No, ain't that part of why they got rid of Jimmy Butler? Because he wanted the ball. He wanted to make sure he had the ball more often and this and that. At least that's what Joel Embiid hinted towards in his little comments.
Yeah, but Joel would just be talking shit.
He was being nice. He's being nice all off season.
You seen them videos? We give you some of that.
That's him being nice. You know how much worse Joel could have been. He's been trying to be the bigger man.
We need some of that. Yeah, that.
He has been trying to be the bigger man.
He already the bigger man.
Barely, no. They ain't
right,
the same
I think
way.
I got my list now. Yeah, it sucks. Like I was trying to find a place for Kawhi, but one, I feel like he's lost a step defensively. And also he's hurt now. So 5, I'm gonna go with Marcus Smart. 4, Draymond. 3, Matisse Thybulle. 2, Ben Simmons. 1, Jrue Holiday.
Interesting. Why Jrue over Ben?
I feel like Ben is more versatile. Like to y'all point, like he can guard 1 through 4 comfortably. 5.
Depends on
the guys
the 5.
kind of give him a little bit of trouble. But like limiting it just to perimeter, like I feel like Jrue has that, like he can like lock up and like it's just a menace and strong as shit. Moves his feet quick. Like this is the same thing with Ben Simmons. Like it's 1 versus 2. Like it's gonna be close, but I just feel like Jrue guards like smaller guards better than Ben does. Plus, like they can do wings.
5, I got Marcus Smart, and the reason I put Marcus Smart at 5 is because he flops a little bit too much for me. Like he's already too talented defensively to do some of the antics that he does. So if he was able to cut just some of the theatrics out, I would probably rank him higher. But I can't deny what he can do. Like to be his size, to be able to like actually play in the paint. Like if you get switched on him in the paint, it's not a problem. Like he's going to be able to still figure it out. And we're only talking about perimeter defenders. So like if you get caught in pick and roll, he's still not a liability. So Smart at 5. I got Matisse Thybulle at 4. I got Jrue Holiday at 3. I got Kawhi at 2. And I got Ben Simmons at 1. I did not put Draymond on my list because he tends to play bigger than what he normally is. So he's not really, in my head, I don't consider him a perimeter defender. I consider him a versatile defender for sure. But when I think perimeter defenders, Draymond's not somebody who comes top of mind. Not that he can't, but that's just not when I think of him, like how he's best utilized as perimeter defender. Like he's a quarterback for that defense.
All right. So my list at 5, I'm gonna have Thybulle, 4, Draymond Green, 3, Jrue Holiday, 2, Kawhi Leonard, and 1, Ben Simmons. There you have it.
Yeah, it hurt my soul to have to leave OG and Mikal Bridges off, but maybe next year.
Yeah, and I had Jimmy on my short list too.
Same.
Yeah, mine too.
Just it's a lot of good defenders in the league right now, which is tight if you like defense.
Eric Bledsoe, gang.
Y'all think Bledsoe top 10 defender? Not like for real.
No.
Like for perimeter or like
perimeter.
Probably.
I think he still cracks top 10. Like defense wasn't the issue with.
I mean,
Bled,
if we
it
took
was-
both of somebody from all four of our lists, like y'all got. So if we got the 5, and then let's say you add Mikal Bridges, then you add who else was on there that can make number 7? Marcus Smart.
I wouldn't put Mikal Bridges over Bled personally. Again,
so he'd be number 6 for you, like 5 or 6,
No,
like 6 or 7.
I didn't have Mikal Bridges on my short list to start.
No,
with.
I was thinking about like the other players that we all had on our list. Like if he had Mikal Bridges, and
Ken
looks
had
like Ken
okay,
may
I
have
see,
had
I
Mikal
see.
Bridges as well. So like he was thinking about Mikal Bridges. Ken had him on his short list as well. So I'm like, okay, well maybe Mikal Bridges is somebody that they consider top 10. So if you get like say number 7, 8, 9, 10, I mean,
I think he's still top 10. I think.
For sure.
We'll see what he can do in with the Clippers. Back home for Bled. But yeah, that's the show this week, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed. As a reminder, make sure you check out our NBA preview episode as well. Like, subscribe, rate, review, all that good stuff. Share the show with somebody. 5 stars when you're making them ratings. Shoot, I miss anything? Download the Good News app. Go Bucks. And yeah, I think that's probably about it. If you want to follow me on social media, you can catch me.
Wait a minute.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, for real, wait a minute, dog.
Who won the podcast game?
TT Talks.
TT Talks.
Okay.
So it ended up being 2-1.
Okay.
Congrats.
Yeah, I don't have no other details.
Yeah, congrats to all the participants and everything. I was under the weather, so I couldn't participate. But I heard it was a good time and stuff.
You was
like
the
that.
missing piece,
Congrats.
Tim.
You was the missing 4 points, fam. They only lost by 4.
I know, right, bro?
That was your 2 lays right there.
I'd have had a 3 in that bit.
Hey, that was
Next
the
year.
game,
Say
fam.
like
That was 5 points off the board.
Say like
But yeah, at Camille Monet, CAMILLE because
Your mom is fancy.
thank you, good sir.
At your world champion. About to get their rings. About to get their banner.
Yeah.
About to whoop Brooklyn ass. Milwaukee Bucks burner on Twitter.
That's all you get.
Yep.
I was too busy celebrating with the Bucks hoodie. My fault.
Everyday_gentleman on Instagram. K Harris 216 on Twitter and Snapchat.
Show that shirt off, Cam, one more time before we go. Before your intro.
You will never see me in Packer gear ever again.
I mean, we got another game to go this year.
Yeah. Keep that shirt.
Like I said.
Gonna have to get the matching hat.
Oh no, now you tripping.
Nah,
you tripping.
Get you a winter coat.
No, hell no.
Team
Hey, get
issue
a Packer starter jacket.
Make sure you wear that shirt to the game too.
Hell no.
Blend in with the rest of us.
No, I'm good, boss.
We gotta make sure you get you some gear too, fam.
I do. I need to get some.
Hey, Dix, man.
Wait, is it my turn? No, it's Ken's turn.
No, it's on you.
No, I went already.
Can't finish.
Oh, well, then it's your boy, TIMKINZ. Get some gear from me. AKA Ass Ketchum, AKA Mr. Give It To Me. I'll see y'all next week.
Peace
I know
out.
that Give It To Me is a little weird.
No, I was gonna ask you a question, but then I was like, no, I can just ask the question when we done. Like it's not important enough to do that.
For sure.
Peace out, y'all.